Hi friends, welcome to this week's episode of If You Can See Her, You Can Be Her, where I answer your questions all about the influencer industry, how I built my career, and how you can too. This week we're talking about how to start. We all know starting is the hardest part, and this is going to be the most annoying answer, but what you need to do is just start. Start with just posting, because if you keep waiting, you will never ever start. That being said, one of my biggest tips is to stick to 2 platforms max when you're just starting out, one that's short form and one that's long form. Short form content can be things like TikTok, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts. Long form content can be things like YouTube, a podcast, or streaming. I say to focus just onto one long form and one short form, because if you add too many when you're first starting out, you will be discouraged and you will be stressed trying to post on everything. One thing I do notice when people ask me, how do I start? How do I become an influencer? And they do start posting, which is fantastic, is that their feeds look more like a regular person and less like an influencer. Oftentimes, even if it's a selfie or an outfit photo, they're done in a way that's like for social media and not just for regular life. And that's because us as consumers like to see nice content. So my biggest advice here is find 3 to 5 influencers that you really like, that you really admire. Take a look at their feeds and their aesthetic and see how you can mirror that aesthetic influencer looking feed on your own socials. If I was trying to gain a following today, I would start by posting on my long form and my short form platforms consistently. Consistency is really the key, and it's the one we hate to hear, but it really is the foundation to growing an audience that also ultimately cares about you. That's all the time we've got this week. If you have questions, leave them in a comment below. And remember, if you can see her, you can be her.